Welcome to BNEWS Weekly. I'm Phil Gallagher, along with BNEWS reporters Tad Stefanak, Chris Flaherty, Robert Paris, and Carter Ames. Juliana McGrain returns with BNEWS Sports, and Gretchen Carey with Community Calendar. Thank you for joining us. 3 people were arrested Friday morning at the ICE field office in Burlington after police said they refused to leave the federal facility. Police Chief Thomas Brown reported that Burlington police were dispatched at about 11 a.m. to 1000 District Ave for reports of trespassing. Officers found 3 individuals at the building's entrance and attempted to de-escalate the situation, but all 3 refused to leave. The arrested individuals have been identified as Nathan Phillips, 58 of Newton, Natasha Lawton Stickler, 43 of Leominster, and Eleanor Reed, 33 of Hanover, New Hampshire. They were taken into custody without incident and booked at the Burlington Police Station. Each was charged with 1 count of trespassing. Police said they believe the incident was a planned protest, with arrest being the likely goal. The 3 are scheduled to be arraigned in Woburn District Court on Friday. The Burlington Police Department continues to investigate the incidents. The school committee has approved 2 new policies on student surveys. One policy specifically addresses the Youth Risk Behavior Survey, which drew controversy earlier this year. The second applies to all other non-educational surveys. Both policies will give the committee the option to vote on option-in or opt-out options for each survey they approve. Both passed on a 4-0-1 vote. Committee member Jeremy Brooks abstained. New BHS Associate Principal Darryl Braggs was before the school committee and introduced himself to the community.
Absolute honor to be here. Just a big thank you to the students. Firstly, they have welcomed me with warm arms. They have come up, introduced themselves. The kids have been so nice, so it really means a lot. The staff, the admin staff, Mr. Sullivan, Dr. Conti, Dr. Chin, my colleagues at the high school, they've all been great. So I feel very welcome. They've made me feel very comfortable in a short period of time, and I'm excited to be here. It's been, I enjoyed summer, but it was a weird summer because I was like excited to get to the school year. So I'm excited that the school year is here, and just was watching some games before I came in. So it's been great, and proud to be a member of this community going forward.
Later in the month, we will have a full profile with Principal Braggs in our Who Works for Burlington segment with Robert Paris. The school committee and the BHS building committee approved the final amount of $334 million for the high school project to be placed on the warrant article in September. Town meeting will decide whether to allow a debt exclusion vote. If the article is approved, a townwide election will be held this November to decide on the project. To help the public learn more, the committees are publishing a 5-part video series, which can be found on our site at bcattv.org. I talked with John Denizio in the studio recently for the latest edition of Town Administrator Update. As part of our discussion, he described residents' reaction to the changes along Route 3A.
I think last time I was here, I said there was going to be a learning curve. I think we're still in the learning curve. I think it's been mixed. I think folks that are heading north, say from here, north, have experienced it worse, and part of that is the traffic signaling at the end of Wynn Street on 3A. Has DOT is addressing that as we speak. It has caused quite a backup if you're heading from, say, the high school area from 128 towards Billerica. That's been the worst of it. Those are the people we hear from the most. I feel like the people that are coming from the north heading this way towards 128 have maybe have already figured it out, because
they've adjusted from Billerica.
Yeah, right? From further that they had already painted the lines, so maybe the new lines don't scare them as much or confuse them as much.
The Burlington Parks and Recs Hall of Fame has 3 inductees in the class of 2025. Jack Ferrin, Wegmans, and therapeutic recreation specialist Emma Andrus. Andrus was honored at the recent Recreation Commission meeting. Let's have a look.
So we have 3 inductees into the class of 2025 Burlington Parks and Recreation Department Hall of Fame. This evening, we have one of our current employees, Emma Andrus. Thank you. Emma has been employed with the Burlington Parks and Recreation Department for over 10 years. She served in a number of roles for us, from support staff in our therapeutic rec program to her current position as the therapeutic recreation director. Emma is one of the most caring and compassionate people I have ever worked with. Her ability to work with participants of all ability levels and make them feel comfortable in what they are doing is inspiring. Emma has been a role model for our staff, both full-time and seasonal, as well as our colleagues across Massachusetts and the region. It is my honor to recognize Emma Andrus for her work and induct her into the 2025 Burlington Parks and Recreation Department Hall of Fame.
I really, I was very surprised when, they told me. I was super appreciative, and I'm just very thankful. I love working here. It's such a supportive department. I've had such a great opportunity to connect with so many wonderful families, one of which is here tonight. And I'm so appreciative and just really enjoy all the time I get to spend here. And I just look forward to, more programs, events in the future.
When you walk around town and you talk to parents who have kids in the system, they all rave about the Burlington Rec Department and all of the wonderful programs that we have for kids with special needs. So glad you're here. I hope you stay here a long time, and congratulations on a great job.
Thank you.
Therapeutic is special in my heart, and you're the goal setter for Burlington Recreation Department. I know Brendan and Kelly think of the world of you and the entire staff, and at such a young age to get a great honor like this, that the Burlington community recognizes how special you are.
To make such an impact on the community. And it's true. Anytime you mention therapeutic rec or the rec department, your name comes up. Not saying you don't come up either, but it's always, oh, well, Emma's been so helpful. Emma did this for me. And especially for, the special needs community, you have done so much and you have supported them so much. That's really, obviously this is a testament to everything you've done. And, looking here when it says you're always smiling, never seen you mad or flustered, which is hard to do in special events when there is so much going on and so many things that could go wrong. To know that you keep your composure during those times is really great. It's really hard to do. I've been in those situations, and really very proud of you, very excited for you, and obviously we're looking forward to great things to come.
The other 2 inductees will be honored at a future meeting. Parks and Rec are beginning their slate of fall programming, and Robert Paris brings us this preview.
Fall has officially arrived in Burlington, and with it comes a full lineup of seasonal events from Parks and Recreation.
So it starts with Truck Day, September 14th on the Common. Touch a Truck event, a lot of fun. We get businesses and stuff from all around that come and bring their vehicles. Kids get to interact with them. That's really cool. Then in October, we have Trucktober, which is a food truck event. We get about 4 to 6 food trucks. There's a band. We do a Power Wheel Derby, throw out the lawn game, some inflatables. That's a lot of fun. And then later in October on the 18th, we have the Spooktacular, which is our Halloween event. And that one features the Candy Crane, which is a huge hit. We also will have some trick-or-treat walk, some Halloween games, again, inflatables, bonfire. November, we have our 5K Turkey Trot, which is something we've done for a number of years now. And then to end it all in December, we have the tree lighting on December 2nd.
Mountain highlighted the variety of programs available through therapeutic recreation, designed to engage participants of all ages and abilities.
The first one coming up next Friday is our sensory-friendly Truck Day event, and so that's a great opportunity for anyone to come down to the Common. Spooktacular event, we have the Teal Pumpkin, so you can come down to that table. It's just to advocate for allergies during the Halloween time, making sure people are aware of that. We also have spectacular Saturdays occurring, so that's for participants who are ages over 25 and over. We also have Out and About, that's for participants participants over ages 25 and over. We also have Rec Together, which is for participants 13 to 25, and that's a similar program where participants get to go out with other participants and go to different activities, and each trip is different.
And as always, the department is excited to welcome families back to enjoy these events together.
Just having so many events, it feels like we have an event every 2 to 3 weeks, so that's probably my favorite. If I had a favorite event, it might be the tree lighting, just because we get to see Santa. I mean, we get a visit from Santa. You can't beat that.
I'm Robert Paris for BNews Weekly.
The Burlington Public Arts Committee is hosting a special party for the new sculpture walk on the Common. Chris Flaherty has more.
Havoc and Follow Your Heart have new neighbors as the works of the Burlington Sculpture Park have been relocated to the town common.
We were very lucky. The Highway Department in Burlington helped our founder, John Sachs, to move everything over, and they did a fantastic job. We wanted to create a walk from Havoc the dog all the way up to the town center annex, and so we tried to position each sculpture someplace that would really show it off nicely. From what we've heard thus far, the reaction to the sculptures here on the Common has been very, very positive. So we're hoping that over time people will realize that the Common is enormous and there's plenty of room for activities and sculptures and concerts and everything else that we do here, because we are really blessed to have such an enormous green space in our town center.
The community will have a chance to formally welcome the sculptures to their new home at a special event the morning of September 20th.
We have a lot going on, and I think families are going to have a wonderful time. Our founder, John Sachs, will start the festivities off in front of the Town Hall Annex, which is the beginning of the walk. He has a brief little song for children to sing along at each sculpture, and we'll walk through the walk to the end at Havoc. Then, at that point, the party really begins. We're going to have a face painter, and we're going to have a balloon twister, and free food donated by Wegmans. So everybody should have a wonderful time, and everything is free.
The new sculpture walk is a positive sign for the future of public arts on the Common.
When we did the Pigs on Parade last summer, that was sort of a test case to see how sculptures would look on the Common. This is a little different because it's on one side of the Common, but I could not be more pleased with how they look and also with the reaction that we've been receiving from residents.
Until next time, this is Chris Flaherty for BNews Weekly.
The National Ataxia Foundation held its annual Walk and Roll for a Cure event on the Common last weekend, and BNews student reporter Carter Ames was there.
I went down to the Ataxia Walk and Roll for a Cure on Saturday, September 6th on the town common. I spoke with Doug Place, one of the organizers for the event. What is ataxia?
Well, it's a rare neurological disease that affects about 150,000 people in the United States.
We also spoke with the event speaker.
I'm the director of the Ataxia Center at the Massachusetts General Hospital, and I'm on the Medical and Research Advisory Board of the National Ataxia Foundation. And I'm very happy to be here today to see this amazing turnout for the Walk and Roll, to raise awareness for ataxia and to talk about where we are moving in the field of cerebellar ataxia research and clinical care.
Well, the real connection between the Chamber and the event today is Doug Place. Doug and Deb Place ran a printing company here in Burlington for 33 years. They were always a member of the community and always gave back. And there wasn't an event that went on in town that they weren't involved in supplying their services, usually at a discounted rate or many times free. So when Doug contracted ataxia, he brought awareness to it, and it's incumbent upon the town and the business community to give back.
And there's a lot of hope moving forward for improving the care and the lives of people who are dealing with the ataxias of all kinds.
What is the purpose of this free event?
The purpose is to raise awareness for the disease and also to raise money for research of the disease.
I'm Carter Ames for BNews Weekly.
Nearly 500 walkers and runners hit the streets of Burlington Sunday for the 19th annual Lahey Cancer Institute 5K Walk and Run. The day began with remarks from Lahey Hospital President Dr. Susan Moffett-Bruce, Lahey Cancer Institute Director Paul Hesketh, and Burlington Select Board member James Tigas. The event celebrates hope, resilience, and community spirit, all while raising money for cancer care and research. Over the years, the walk and run has raised nearly $4 million. This year alone, participants brought in more than $250,000. The Burlington Public Library is introducing its concert series. Tad Stefanak has the story.
Back by popular demand, Sundays in September at the Burlington Public Library are filled with music with their second annual September Concert Series.
This is the first year that we've been able to get acts on every Sunday in September. It went so well last year that we decided to expand it to every Sunday this year. We're looking forward to Ash and Eric. It's a folk duo from Central Mass. They have a pretty big following online. They're big into having intimate experiences at their concerts. They don't want to sell out huge stadiums. They want that personal feel. The library's perfect, a perfect setting for them. They do a lot of libraries, a lot of elder care facilities. Boston Harp Beats. It's actually a bigger group, and they're sending 2 of their people to come, including Shelley, one of the founders. They are a high-energy instrumental. There's going to be a duo that comes to the library, and they take really popular music, like current music. I'm talking things like Adele, and they put a harp and instrumental spin on it. Elvis tribute concert with Dan Fontaine. Dan Fontaine is an award-winning impersonator. He goes all over the country. He is based in Massachusetts, but he competes on Elvis's birthday every year. I believe it's Nashville. There's a competition, and he's placed very highly at that competition. I think he was 3rd last year. I may be wrong, but he always does really well there. He took requests from the crowd. We had our biggest crowd of any of our concerts that we've held since I've been here for adults, and I have never received so much feedback from patrons ongoing throughout the whole year to bring him back. You got to bring back Elvis. You got to bring back Elvis. You got to bring back this Elvis. Specifically, people said he caters to the younger years of Elvis, and people really responded well to that. The concerts you do not need to register for. It is free of charge. It's first come, first seated. And if you wanted to bring some cash with you, some of the performers will bring some of their merchandise and CDs to sell, but everything else is completely free. The biggest thing that I need to mention, though, this is sponsored by the Friends of the Burlington Public Library. We are so thankful for their ongoing support year-round. They pay for the majority of the programs that we put on our calendar, including this series, and none of this music would happen if it wasn't for them.
From the Burlington Public Library, I'm BNEWS reporter Tad Stefanak.
Up next is our sports report with Juliana McGrain, right after our community calendar with Gretchen Carey.
Hey everyone, I'm Gretchen Carey, and this is your community calendar. Every Friday in September from 6 to 9 p.m., Smith & Walensky is having live music called Sunset Session Series. For a list of the performers, go to the following website. On Friday, September 26th from 10:30 to 11 a.m., the Burlington Public Library will be having performer Matt Heaton come by for a family sing-along. This program is for families and kids of all ages, but may be most appealing to kids ages 0 through 5. It is also free. On Monday, September 29th, from 5 to 8 p.m., the Burlington Area Chamber of Commerce is having the Taste of Burlington at the Marriott. Tickets will not be sold at the door. For more information and to register, go to the following website. For more community calendar events, go to bcattv.org, burlingtonpubliclibrary.org, and burlingtonrecreation.org. I'm Gretchen Carey, and that was your community calendar.
Hey everyone, I'm Juliana McGrain, and this is your weekly sports report. Lady Devils soccer suffered their first loss of the season on September 8th, falling 1-0 at home to Lexington. The Red Devils boys team also lost to Lexington and Melrose, both 3-0. Melrose also defeated the girls team 4-0. The Lady Devils now stand 2-2 on the season, while the boys are still searching for their first win at 0-4. Red Devils golf is 2-4 after a 32-40 loss at Wakefield at home on the 5th and a 51-21 victory in Watertown on the 8th. The Lady Devils field hockey team is searching for their first win of the season after 3 losses at home to Waterton, Weston, and Lexington. They will remain home for the matchup against Melrose on the 11th, which was our game of the week. We'll have highlights next week. The Lady Devils volleyball team is on a 3-game winning streak after victories against Watertown, Lexington at home, and Billerica on the road. They will remain at home for a matchup with Melrose on the 11th. We'll have more details next week. In their season opener on the 10th, the Woburn Burlington girls swim team came up just short of against Winchester, 90-80. Despite the loss, it was a strong start as the 200 medley relay team, Kaylee McCarthy in the 200 freestyle and Ava Eldridge in the 200 IM, all qualified for sectionals and states in November. Both Burlington cross-country teams opened the season on the road at Arlington. The girls fell 47-16 and the boys lost 50-15. They'll look to bounce back in their home opener on September 16th against Wakefield. Red Devils football will begin their season on Friday night at home against Westboro. We'll have a full recap of the game and highlights as well next week. We'll have updates on all of the games and meets next week, so stay tuned. For more, check out our sports section on our website and follow us on X at BNEWS Sports. That's a look at this week in Burlington High School sports. I'm Juliana McGrain, and we will see you next week.
We have another pet that's ready for adoption in our Adoptable Pet segment presented by Rabbi Susan Abramson in conjunction with the Upper Valley Humane Society. This week we present Cake. Be the icing for this Cake. She is a 1-year-old cuttlebug waiting for her forever home.
I'm an animal care technician here at the Upper Valley Humane Society, and I'm here today with Cake. She has been with us for about 2 months or so, maybe a little bit more. She was actually transferred north from Florida on a big animal transfer we did from an overcrowded shelter. She's still a puppy. She only recently turned 1-year-old, so she still behaves in a lot of ways like a puppy, but she's old enough where she's past the biting and teething phase. But she's just super affectionate, really playful. She's happy to go on hikes or walks or runs with you. Just really, really a cuddle bug, and is as happy doing outside, high-intensity activities as she is hanging out at home on a couch, cuddling her person. Cake is about 40 pounds. We don't think she's going to get any bigger than this. Just a really sweet girl. So if you're interested, give us a call at 603-448-6888 or submit an application on our website at ubhs.org. Thank you very much.
Our photo of the week was sent in by Gina Marie Belmonte. Gina captured a skyscape of a blanket of clouds reaching out over Cambridge Street outside of my salon suite in Burlington. Thank you for the photo, Gina. We'd like to see your photos. The photos could be of something you see around town, on vacation, or even photos of your family members and pets. Whatever you think is interesting and would like to share, send them to bcat@bcattv, bcat@bcattv.org with the subject line photo of the week. That's it from the rest at the desk. Next week we'll have a look at the home opener for the Red Devils football, have a report on the progress of the new field at MS, highlights from Truck Day coming up this Sunday, and more. Thank you for joining us.